Several weeks of violence. We just had 2 people killed in a homeless encampment. Even the police chief came out and said the violence is way out of control right now. This horrible economic news about nobody wants to visit. What do you think for most of the morning? The top story was at seattletimes.com. You wouldn't even be able to guess it, so let me tell you. Headline, Mysterious Mosaic Rallies a Seattle Community. Oh yes, the top story all morning about a mosaic put up on Capitol Hill featuring a picture of a rat that said Hot Rat Summer and how members of the trans community are rallying around it. Why would the Seattle Times have that be the top story on their website at a time of such uncertainty for the city they're supposed to serve? Well, because the Seattle Times is absolute trash. Yes, we've just been on a roll this week, so let's keep going. Because this is important. I blame the media more than I blame the politicians. I don't know how many times I have to say that. The media is more to blame for the people dying in filth and squalor on the streets than the mayor of Seattle is. The media is more to blame for people not wanting to come here than the mayor of Seattle is. Because they're supposed to hold them accountable, and that accountability changes behavior. And then the city comes out and they paint over it gray because nobody told them that they could make a mural or a mosaic of a hot rat summer there. So now you've got the trans community, because there's stripes that have the trans pride flag colors that are saying that this piece of art is like their patron saint. And they are livid with the city covering it up. And so you have this really small issue in the grand scheme of all these things happening in the city of Seattle. And not only is the Seattle Times doing a story on it, but because the Seattle Times is doing a story on it, you have Seattle City Council members, not 1 but 2, dedicating a bunch of their time to trying to protect the patron saint hot rat. So when you've got a symbol apparently of the trans community in a piece of illegal art at a city park, not 1 but 2 council members will go to that park and they'll spend their time the same day, they'll respond the same day, scraping off a paint that their own city agency just put over it. Man, if only we could get that kind of response to graffiti elsewhere in the city. If only we could get that same kind of response to people who are overdosing and dying in business alcoves. If only multiple council members would spring into action and go save their lives and get them help.